Hey guys, Ancap24 coming back with another video in the Pittsburgh Steelers series. We're still going with the formation of single back bunch base with that fast running back on the inside, subbed in for the fullback. Today we're going to go against cover 2 sink, and I want to show you a couple of different plays that beat cover 2 sink and cover 2, but we're going to go with cover 2 sink because anything that beats cover 2 sink will beat cover 2. The only thing difference is that the outside DBs and the middle linebackers do sink a little bit further, so you need plays that have a little bit more of an extension to them in order to make it work. So let's go ahead and pick this first play called Drive Texas. This place is really nice because it's in your audibles as well. So if you see a cover 2 look, you can go right to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and find a cover 2 sink here. Alright, perfect. Alright, so the main play on this is this X receiver. Alright, so what I like to do is a couple different things. The RB here is because in the last video we like to motion him to the left. I like to keep it consistent. Okay, so leave him there and put him on a streak. What that's going to do is that's going to occupy that one strong, that free safety there on the left hand side. The X, after he makes his cut, is going to be wide open on the left hand side because of the way he gets inside and then outside. That guy doesn't follow him on the left hand side. So watch here, get our coverage here, and against cover 2 sink, it just kills it. Alright, again against cover 2 as well, it's going to kill it, but basically against cover 2 sink is what we're going to show you here, because it is, I do block my running back, I didn't show you that earlier, and it gives you that opportunity again, get a little bit more depth, and you can throw this ball to the corner, over the top if you'd like. It does give that opportunity. Again, when I was saying before, you want the fastest running back you have in this spot because he is driving that guy deep. If you have a fullback or a tight end, this isn't going to work there. Okay, I know some people are going to want to leave it with their fullback, or someone's going to put an extra tight end because of blocking. Trust me, if you want these pass plays to work, get the fastest running back you have there, because that is going to drive that guy back to make this work. So we're going to go back, make sure you've got that throw, and you're just killing cover 2 sink. When I come up to this play and I see cover 2 or cover 2 sink look where those DBs are at that same depth, 5 yards off of the ball, I just salvate. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go straight to Drive Texas. I'm going to move this guy over. I'm move him over. I'm hoping that he's not changing his coverage. You know, he's not changing his coverage. We're money, right? Going right through it here, and we are just throwing this ball, and we're having some great success getting it down the field, right? Now, also in your audibles is a play called PA verticals. We just went over this play in great detail against cover 4. Now, what we can do against cover 2 is very similar. We can put the RB on a streak, the X on a streak. Okay, actually 2 different ways. Let's try it the first way, this way. A on a streak, RB on an in, X like that. Okay, see how it goes? Both the A and the X on streaks, RB on an in, and the B is going to be the guy that you're going for here. Okay, so once you do it here, do the play action. Now look at B. Against cover 2 sink, it just kills it. So you've got that as an audible. So the first time you do it, you're putting this guy over, and you're moving this guy over against cover 2 sink. So you're beating him here, and you know, killing it, right? Now the next time you go out there, and you can do kind of go ahead and put the PA verticals, you could put the A on a streak. You can do the same as a decoy. Go ahead, put this guy on the left. It doesn't matter. Same setup, right? It almost kind of, and because of that angle, you're killing it. So the first time they saw it, you went to the left. Next time you can go ahead and do it to the right. You don't have to move that guy. You can move that guy. It's all your preference, depending on how you do it. Now you can also beat cover 2 by putting the X on a streak like that. Well, put the X actually on a fade. Get him outside, and go ahead and put the RB on a fade. Both those guys on fades. See that? And when we do that, now we're going to be able to hit the A right over the middle against cover 2 sink. Right? So you've got 3 different options against cover 2 sink and cover 2. It's killing it, really. You know, so depending on what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish here, any type of cover 2 you should be really excited about when you have this formation because of the audibles. So on your PA vertical play, again, you can put the X on a fade, RB on a fade, and hit the A wide open. Let him dance a little bit. Or PA verticals here, put the RB on a streak and move him over. A on a streak. I'm just kind of recapping so you can kind of see, you know, this is against cover 2 sink. It's even more open, if you can believe that, on cover 2. All right? So that's basically those setups. Now, show you bunch base. Against the spacing play that I showed you against cover 4, I really like it against cover 2 sink, because cover 2 sink is a play in which all those linebackers go deep, right? So what I got to try to do is put the Y on a streak, the A on a streak, and the B on a slant. Okay, see how that works? It looks like it's going to be A and B look like double slants, right? And then the A just stops. But when on cover 2 sink, everybody backs up, and you're throwing it right there, and then you're going to be able to turn that ball upfield for another 4 or 5 yards. All right? So we'll try this again. Y streak, X streak, B slant. All right? See that? Go here, everybody goes back, throwing it right there, and now you're getting your yards. Now look how many yards you're getting. You're getting about 7 yards here, so this is definitely a good play on like a 3rd and 6 where they think that that's the coverage that you're looking at. This also works on cover 2 by doing it this way. And he just stops and then gets up the field. That 35-yard line would have been a 10-yard run, so that's about 8 yards right there. Okay, so that's just a different way to do it. Another way to beat cover 2 and cover 2 sink, and I think I've talked about this in past, is basically put the anytime it's on a. Okay, see how I do this? It's better. Actually, let me reset this. I'll show it again. Really? You're gonna walk that slow? Come on. This is practice. All right, get there. All right. An easier way to be cover 2 or cover 2 sink is get an outside receiver to be on a fade, okay, and take an inside receiver like A and put him on there, right? Because the A is going to take that safety, keep him as close to the hash marks as possible, and then you take your Y and do it that way. Just those 2 routes against cover 2 or cover 2 sink. Watch it. And now you're throwing a bullet to the right side. Okay? So it's just another option, because you saw before when we did the PA verticals that we moved this guy to the right. Now, that was against cover 4. Now we're going to attack it differently like this. And this is against cover 2 sink, and you're bullying it to the right. See that time? I did a really bad pass. And that is part of what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that you want to have to throw this to the sideline to make it work. Alright? So it's got to be to the sideline. And it's got to be a bulleted pass, and you're just throwing it to the sideline right there. And it has that window, and it's an easy throw, and you're going to be able to. Now, obviously, if you go to the left, you're going to have more room. So you're putting the Y on a fade, A on a streak. Again, against cover 2 sink or cover 2. I'm going to let that guy get over so we have. Yep, let him settle. See? And there's the throw. Now, you can see there, that guy let him go up. He let the on the wide side. You can go ahead and put both those guys on a streak just to make sure that that safety stays there and he doesn't pass them off. Or you can go ahead and put the X on a streak. I haven't been putting the X on a streak before because it was in the middle of the field, but on the left side you want to put them on a streak, and we can go ahead and just put the B on it in. It doesn't matter. The reason for that is because once the X showed that he wasn't a threat deep, they basically rolled coverage to the right and made that ball a little bit harder to throw. But now that he doesn't do it, you're throwing that ball right there, easy money. Okay, so that's just another way to beat cover 2 or cover 2 sink. All right, so let's get the ball back in the middle of the field. Let's go ahead and look at some other plays. But literally, with this formation, there's no reason why anybody should stay in either cover 2 or cover 2 sink against you. This is how you basically go ahead and depict to them what type of defense you want. We already showed you many cover 4 beaters with this, cover 2 beaters. Again, with this PA drive play, it will work against cover 2, but not cover 2 sink. So let me go ahead and show it to you against cover 2. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. This is, you know, when I talk about this, I'm referring to my other videos as well, because I'm doing this all as a series. We showed you how to beat cover 4 with this. You basically come like this way, and you're throwing that ball to the left. As soon as you kind of draw that, once you do the play action and you go to the left a little bit towards the tackle box, that guy will come towards you, and when he does, you stop and you throw. All right. But against cover 2 sink, let me show it to you. It does work, but it doesn't work as often, and you have to do same thing I was showing you against cover 4, and that is that you got to put that on a smart route. So let's go back to I didn't do cover 2 sink there. Let me go back to cover 2 sink. I picked cover 2. PA drive, okay. Let's get this right here. Cover 2 sink is A. Alright, perfect. So moving this guy over and putting the X on a smart route gets you 2 more yards of distance, right? And when you do this, going to the right here, see how that guy stays there in cover 2 sink? It's a tougher throw, but if you notice, when you do it, watch your... You could throw that right there. Okay? It's a different throw. It works against cover 2 as well. Because of the angle, and I wanted to show you this as another cover 2 beater. This is probably the least one that I use. But because of the fact that right there, the angle basically ties up those 2 guys, and I'll show you here. Right here, when he goes in, he switches off. Now, let me back up. Number 35 is supposed to run a streak. But because Roddy goes and cuts him off, he has to take 2 steps to the left, see? And when he does that, initially, that DB says, oh crap, 35's my guy, let me go left. When he goes left, it opens up this lane right there. And right now, Roddy is still driving back that DB. So see the ball on the right hand of the screen? I've already thrown the ball. So let me go back here. And a typical streak now turns into a different type of streak because of that angle cut. They switch up, and as soon as he passes that guy, I'm throwing that ball. See where I'm already throwing it? And I'm throwing it right there. And see how much room he's got. All right, so it's a different way to beat cover 2 or cover 2 sink. Just want to give it to you for your own repertoire. But you got to cut it off, throw it right there. See, actually that time that wasn't what I was trying to do, because I honestly forgot which button I did, so I double clutched it. But let's try it again. RB straight up, put X on the smart route. We're going to cut off our play action as soon as possible and fire it to RB. And that's where that goes. So if you see a cover 2 look, that's an easy way to throw that ball. Alright, so that's the cover 2 book. We're going to come back to a cover 3 video, man coverage video, just to kind of show you different ways to manipulate it. I didn't even show you play action PA end around against cover 2 sink. It's a little bit tougher against cover 2 sink, but you just got to get the timing right. Let me show it to you here. PA end around. So here's cover 2 sink. So now if you just do it without motioning anybody and do the normal way, you're throwing it right there, right? So that's just an easy throw. Alright. Something again against cover 2 sink, that's an easy thing. Now if you want to try to disguise it a little bit and move this guy over, like we were doing in the cover 4 video, you do wait a little bit longer, and it's there as well. You can't throw it like you did in the cover 4 video where it's really, really a quick hitter. But obviously, you know that without motioning them, the X is wide open even more. But I'm just concerned that people are going to, depending on how it works, you're going to be able to disguise a little bit more when you move this guy over. So depending on your preference, just another cover 2 beater. And it's just a quick hitter right there a lot of the times. Okay, so let me get out of this video. Again, I don't want to make these as lengthy as possible, so I appreciate you watching this one, guys.